What's up, Panther Nation? I am TALK-IS-PITT. You guys are tuning in to the #1 sports channel on YouTube that will eat, breathe, and shit everything Pitt. Today, I'll be giving you guys my opinion on whether or not the ACC should expand out west and bring in California and Stanford. Before I get into today's video, please like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. Click the notification bell to stay up to date for more Pitt and college football content. And if you would like to send donations towards my channel, check out the Cash App link down below. With all that being said, ladies and germs, should the ACC add California and Stanford? Now, there are several factors that I took into consideration when doing this video, or should I say doing the research for this video. And I do believe that the cons outweigh the pros in bringing in California and Stanford all the way from out west. Now, for the sports that don't, or for the sports that play more than one event a week, I honestly feel you're asking the athletes to do too much. Because how can a student go from playing 2 games a week, let's say they have a game on Sunday, alright, then they have another game on Tuesday. They have to immediately leave whatever venue that they were at, let's say it's an away game, and they have to go to another away game. You're asking them to leave one venue to go to another, and then probably go to another within that same week while being a student. You're asking them to balance their life out in one of the most difficult ways that us grown adults don't even have to. You know, I just think it's too much to ask the athletes that are already in the ACC, especially Cal and Stanford, to go from West Coast to East Coast and play a whole bunch of games, sometimes multiple games within 1 week. I just don't see how that is going to be a good thing in the long run. Also, do the other ACC schools actually want to share their revenue? Now, if Florida State, Clemson, and Miami end up leaving, the ACC is going to have to bring in a third team to even it out. Now, if they were to just bring in California and Stanford now, it would be still an even conference. But there's also talks of SMU joining the conference. That's 3 teams. You're gonna have to, as a management, you're gonna have to sit there and think, hey, if we bring in these 3 teams and it's an uneven amount of teams in the conference, that may be a reason for somebody like Clemson, Florida State, Miami to leave. Honestly, if the ACC was serious about expanding, they should have did it once USC and UCLA announced that they were leaving the Pac-12 months ago. That's when the ACC should have jumped. And also, they should have jumped sooner whenever Clemson, Florida State, or the Magnificent Seven for that matter, started saying, hey, we're looking for a way out. Now, there are also other factors that could play into Stanford and California getting into the ACC, is both of those schools are AAU accredited. And they both make decent amounts of money for their athletic department. So California, they brought in $105,044,581. Their expenses for that year was $101,829,451. Now, Stanford, on the other hand, this is where it kind of gets a little weird, in my opinion. Stanford's revenue was $133,622,625. They spent the same exact amount as they earned. Now, you could look at that as a profit loss for the whole entire athletic department, but that also But also what you should do is really look at each sport to truly see where the revenue value was lost. So baseball, soccer, whatever, you got to look at each individual sport. Did we do better than last year? Did we do the same? Or did we do worse? Now, both these schools don't offer the same sports. For instance, California, they only offer baseball, basketball, field hockey, football, golf, gymnastics, lacrosse, rowing, soccer, softball, swimming and diving, tennis, track and field, volleyball, and water polo. While Stanford offers basketball, cross country, baseball, fencing, field hockey, football, golf, gymnastics, indoor track, lacrosse, rowing, soccer, softball, swimming and diving, tennis, volleyball, water polo, and wrestling. So, if you look at the sports programs that both universities offer and look at the rest of the ACC and see if they offer anything remotely close, there's going to be a lot of sports that struggle to schedule opponents. Now, I don't know how it really works outside of basketball and football on what you can and cannot do as far as scheduling. I know there are some D1 teams that have to play in smaller divisions for that sport, because they just don't have enough teams in that division to form their own league. But I think bringing in California and Stanford, that just makes it even worse. Let alone the travel, the physical and mental exhaustion these athletes are going to experience. Do you really want to take that risk? Because what's going to happen is a lot of these athletes are going to transfer to another school and another conference that has more stability. Now, would I be okay with California and Stanford joining the conference? No, I am not. I do not think it is right to put the athletes in that kind of situation, especially the athletes whose sports teams play more than one event a week. To me, that's not fair. But that's all I got for today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have not already, click the notification bell to stay up to date for more Pitt and college football content. And if you would like to send your donations towards my channel, check out the Cash App link down below. I will see you guys next time, and always remember, let's go Pitt, let's go Pitt, let's go Pitt. Fuck you, West Virginia.